Hello and welcome back to a Pokemon Infinite Fusion Randomized Nuzlocke. We're here on part 36 back in Viridian City, ready to go ahead and take on our final gym with a new Pokemon added to the team, which isn't entirely new. And by that, I mean Wisp. Because we lost ourselves a Steel type, Lyn was a heroic sacrifice that did what he needed to do to take down Zapmalkuno. I do think it was entirely necessary for one of our Pokemon to go down in that fight, and honestly, we probably got off as lightly as possible, considering Bleg got frozen, which put a damper in my plans, but that may have been for the best, because if that hadn't happened, we may have lost Bleg instead, and then I would have been way sadder. So Lyn going down, necessary sacrifice. To replace it, though, we have a new Steel type, which is going to be our Aegislash Ninetales, which before we had fused the other way around, it was actually one of our earliest possible encounters, which was kind of wild that we're picking it up now right at the end of the game. Almost near where we caught it in the first place, I'm pretty sure, because it was super early. But we have ourselves this Aegislash Ninetales, which we actually saw in the last episode as well, which is what got me thinking about it, because we had the alternate form with the sword sticking out of the tail, a little bit like this, but, you know, fused the other way around. And then in the last episode, we saw the crazy Mewtwo fusion followed by this. So it was fresh in my mind. We have ourselves a Steel type. Being Steel Fire, it is going to cover our absolutely abhorrent grass weakness that we have, because Bleg is 4 times weak to grass, Zunder is weak to grass, Skills is weak to grass. Grubicus can't really hit grass. It has X-Scissor, but it still hasn't really had an opportunity to use it. Clog, neutral. So this at least gives us a switch in for grass types, which is why we are running it without stance change. I am running it with Flash Fire instead. That way we don't drop our defenses whenever we go for an attack. It means that our Flamethrower is going to be hitting very, very lightly, but this is more of a defensive Pokemon. We finally have something on the team for utility that I have been complaining about for a while. We have Flamethrower, Will-O-Wisp to burn things. That's going to be a game changer. We have Sacred Sword, which is kind of a placeholder. We didn't get any good Steel-type moves because these Pokemon don't learn anything through level up, and the only Steel-type TM I have is Gyro Ball, and 113 speed is in fact the fastest Pokemon on my team, so Gyro Ball would be terrible. And then we have King Shield because it is also a very, very good move. So, this thing's mostly here to Flamethrower grass types, to be honest, and to burn and cripple physical attackers between Will-O-Wisp and King Shield. I think it will do a good job at that. We will see. So, we did also finally get Thunderbolt, by the way. We got the Thunderbolt TM. I put it on Zunder. Thunderbolt was in Viridian the whole time. All this time I was complaining about Zunder's moveset not having a special electric type move, and Thunderbolt was right here, like right by these trees, and it could have had Discharge at the move reminder. I'm kind of annoyed at myself at the fact that it was so obtainable for so long, and we went through so much of the game without it, but we have Thunderbolt now. I don't think Ninetales could learn it. I would love to be wrong. I'm pretty sure it couldn't. Yeah, Wisp can't learn it. The only one that realistically needed it was Zunder. I did choose to replace Discharge with it as it is a tiny bit more powerful. I've walked into here without checking my preparations, and now I can't leave. We have healing, right? Yep. 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 That's, yep. Okay, right. Anyway, we'll see how this goes. Alright, let's see. Yo, champ in the making. Even I don't know the identity of the gym leader. That's not helpful, but we know who it is. We know it's Giovanni. If this says grass, at least we have a Fire Steel type for it. If this says anything other than grass, that's fine. It's mainly just grass that we're worried about. What? It's Giovanni? I don't believe you. Anyhow, trainers here like ice. Ice type Pokemon, so you better be careful. Okay, first of all, Aegislash Ninetales is great for this. We're decent against ice, right? Take this, you'll need it. A Dawnstone, okay, bit random. We're decent against ice. Lyn would have been good against ice as well, to be fair. But our team's okay against ice. We have a resistance, 2 resistances. Everyone else is neutral. Skills can hit back with super effective rock type moves. Grubicus has super effective fighting type moves. We have super effective Stone Edge. Bleg has super effective superpower. This is like the ideal type, because to be fair, ice is a bad typing. All right, let's just call it how it is. Ice is not a good type. I don't know if I care about fighting every single trainer in this gym. I feel like I should on one hand, because the challenge, Another part of me is like, there's a lot of trainers in this gym, and I would like to end the episode in one sitting. Is more of my concern. So we'll see how many we can get going, I guess. I'm the Karate King. Your fate rests with me. I also got everyone to level 52. I felt like that was appropriate. We had a level 52 at the end of last episode. I got everyone up to our highest level. Just kind of standard at this point. Lord. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wowee. What a beauty. We're going into Zunder the Thunderbolt, because I don't want to take a Water Spout on my brand new Pokemon. It's not entirely new, but you know what I mean. Body Slam, that's fine. That's fine. We can just Thunderbolt, it'll do good damage. Now if you Water Spout, it won't do anywhere near as much damage. You're not even going to live long enough to use a Water Spout. That is ideal. That was horrifying. I really hope that's the thumbnail. I hope the thumbnail is just that. Axu and an Ice type. I forgot what the Ice type part was already, but I think it's fine. Wow. I'm going into Grabucus, and I'm going to hit it with a fighting type move, because it shouldn't have Sturdy, at the very least. Meaning Grabucus can actually come in and play Axu and Glaceon. That's fine. We can Brick Break. No Focus Sashes. Focus Sashes would be very scary. I'm not going to play this entire episode out as if we're fighting a Focus Sash Pokemon, because then we will just never use Grabucus. That's a terrible idea. Instead, we will try and use as many different variations of Pokemon as possible. I should have definitely went into Aegislash-Ninetales right there, but I'm not used to having it on the team yet, so you have to bear with me. Articuno Bulbasaur. That's adorable, and I want one. Where do I get him? I'm Stone Edging him. He's no longer going to exist in the world, but I want it. I do. We defeat Black Belt. Honestly, Ice is a very, very weak type. I think we're going to be fine. I think in terms of typings, we may have actually hit the lottery a little bit on this one, because I don't think we should have too much trouble. I don't think there's anything in particular. That's cool. First of all, that's really cool. I don't think there's anything in particular that I'm afraid of from many of these Pokemon. I kind of want to burn this with Will-O-Wisp. I also kind of want to King's Shield and see what it does. I'm King's Shielding. Hit me. Agility. That's not good. I'm burning it. Freeze Dry. That's fine. I know it's a fighting type. I am aware that we are weak to fighting. However, I also want to use this Pokemon. It is also level 48. Okay, I didn't really look at the levels. That is a scary level. But now I'm way less afraid because it is burn. I'm also just going to King's Shield again because why wouldn't I? Freeze Dry, that's fine. It takes more burn damage. I'm okay with that. And then we can just go ahead and Sacred Sword it down. Or Flamethrower it down. Flamethrowing it down makes way more sense because it should be ice fighting. Freeze Dry again. That is a-okay. We shouldn't take too much damage from that at all. Our special defense on this thing, by the way, is absolutely nuts. It is like 151, which is as high as Clogs with the Eviolite. From a Regigigas Doublade with an Eviolite. So it is a crazily high special defense Pokemon, which makes sense. It's an Aegislash and a Ninetales, both of which decent special defense. But yeah, we have ourselves a wall. Choppleberry. Choppleberry. Interesting. Okay. Oh, we also have an item down here. Give me. Magostberry. Well, that's underwhelming. I don't care about that in the slightest. In fact, I would prefer them just to have not given me it. I guess we'll go ahead and battle this guy. I'm kind of just running around all over the place. I'm not really, like, sticking to a path and trying to make a path through. I really am just running around and fighting trainers without care in the world, which is not how I should be taking this gym, but it is. It is how I'm going to. Pidgey Weavile. Weavile can get fighting type moves, however, it would also be crippled by Will-O-Wisp. Wing attack, outspeeding us. Makes sense, actually. I mean, Pidgeot Weavile is probably incredibly fast, so that actually makes a lot of sense. But still, it's now crippled, we should be absolutely a-okay. I could have went for another King's Shield, but I think between Flamethrower and having it burnt, we should be okay. Never mind. Never mind. I keep overestimating this Pokemon's damage, thinking, hey, it's a Ninetales, it's going to hit hard, and then I remember that Aegislash, when it doesn't have stance change, is actually a wall. It is not going to hit hard. But still, that's fine. That's what we need. We need a wall. Alrighty, let's go ahead up here. Battle you. We're just going to go ahead and do a little wiggle all around the gym. I still can't get that Jynx Wailord out of my head, by the way. It's firmly lodged in my mind. I don't know what that says about me, but it probably doesn't say anything good. You are a ground type. Honestly, worst case scenario for this gym is probably Mamoswine paired with a really strong grass type, like a Tangrowth, something just really tanky. That would probably be worst case scenario for this gym. I think that would actually be really, really troubling for us. We should be able to go into just Bleg. We should be able to Bleg him, right? I also love the cave paintings. Cave paintings are beautiful. Is that a Quillfish I see at the bottom there in between those two people? At the top, we have, like, a Heracross back in, like, Scarab form, ready to, like, charge someone down and impale them on the horn. We've got a Moon, so this is happening at night. And then we've got two people dancing around what looks to be, like, a Quillfish to me. Don't know why I see a Quillfish out of the water first. I mean, it would make way more sense if it was a Pokemon that was actually on land. Like a Marill. I could also see a Marill. I'm curious what other people see. It's like one of those personality tests where they show you, like, ink blots to determine what's wrong with you. And if you go into it and you say for every single one blood splatter, they lock you up. Don't ask me how I know that. Anyway. They don't actually do that, I don't think. They probably should. Glaceon Luxxra, however, I don't think we have too much trouble against. What do we want to go into for it is the question. Ice, Electric. Wisp should be fine, right? I'm trying to bring in Wisp where I can because it's new, but that might also be a bad idea because it might be new and I'm not used to its damage output. That's a very pretty Pokemon. This is also biased because Luxio is my favorite Pokemon, of course, but it's a pretty Pokemon. I'm going to King Shield. I want to see what it does. Last Resort. Okay. I'm going to Flamethrower. I'm not going to burn it because Luxray can get Guts as an ability. I'm keeping that in my mind. Biggie Berry. Burn. Oh no, I just... Hail. Hail is fine. Hail is fine. Hail isn't a Guts boosted move that's super effective on us somehow. Like if it ever just whips out like Mud Slap, that's scary. That would be very scary. Luxray doesn't get Mud Slap. Glaceon doesn't get Mud Slap as far as I'm aware. So that can't happen, but I'm paranoid of ground type moves. This is exactly how I am with Bleg. I'm paranoid of grass type moves. We now have two Pokemon that have a 4x weakness. In fact, is that 3 Holy. Okay, alright. I just realized something. Wow. I can't believe I didn't notice this till sooner. Wisp, 4x weak to ground. Bleg, 4x weak to grass. Gravikus, 4x weak to flying. Skittles, 4x weak to steel. Wow, I am playing with fire. Okay, alright. I did not realize we had so many 4x weaknesses. I'm actually terrified. That is horrible to have that many 4x weaknesses. They all have, other than Gravikus, really good typings. So, it's not a problem as such. But yeah, I did not really think about that at all. We are not staying in on the Scary Ground type, although I kind of like that Munchlax. I want that as a regional form. I think our best bet is probably just going back into Bleg again. Anytime there's a risk of a ground type move, I feel like it's an if in doubt Bleg out kind of moment. That would have been scary. That would have been a dead Aegislash Ninetales, let me tell you that. I need to call it its actual name. It is Wisp. I keep not calling it Wisp. I'm just going to retaliate with Earthquake. Part of me wants to save PP, because I know we have no PP restoring things in this gym, but also, I want to make sure we get rid of scary Pokemon. Cell. Charmander Evolution Line something. Sneasel? Sneasel? Sneasel fits. It's Dark Ice, so it would be second. I think we would be fine to just stay in. Although also it would be Fire Ice, which means Rock-type move would be very funny, and part of me wants to hit it with a Rock-type move, because I want to see it get crushed by a 4x super effective move. That's bad karma if I do that, actually. Let's not crush too many things with 4x super effective moves, because that means that we will get hit by a 4x super effective move, and I don't want that. Charizard Sneasel. That is a very large head. That is a huge head. Or very tiny limbs. You know what? Considering the wing size, I'm going to go with very tiny limbs. Very tiny limbs. Weird. And Roseon. Rotom Glaceon. Probably going to see a lot of Glaceon today, huh? I am going to go into Clog, and I'm not really sure why I've gone into Clog. It was just what came into my head to go into. I was thinking of ghost types. That's just a Glaceon. Perfect disguise. Almost like a Ditto transformed into it. Are we good to Earthquake? Probably not. Just gonna Shadow Claw. Shockwave, that should do very little. Clog is so tanky, man. He's so tanky. He's so thick. Such a thick lad. It's so nice having thick lads on the team. It is. We're just gonna Shadow Claw our way through with no worries. Clog doesn't care. The levels still aren't that scary. Get him out of here. Giovanni will be scary. Let's not sugarcoat that. Giovanni will be scary. Cofagrigus Glaceon. I think I'm staying in and Shadow Clawing again. So many Glaceon. I guess Glaceon is a very popular Pokemon, so it gets a lot of fusions. And yes, when I say popular, I know maybe too popular. There are some weird people with evolutions. There are weird people out there. But we win because he curses himself. Okay, I was then thinking about how what I was gonna swap into for the next Pokemon. Never mind, I don't need to think. Perfect. How many more trainers do we have? We have one more over here with you, 2 more at least. Okay. Let's lead with Grubicus, because I'm never gonna swap it in. So if we lead with Grubicus, then we can just go ahead and hit things with a Brick Break, and we're Choice Banded. So we should be one-shotting things, unless they're fused with, like, a Steelix. Are we fine? Or just Water Ice? We could even Leaf Blade this. Realistically, Brick Break does almost the same amount of damage as Leaf Blade, and we would be able to stay in. I'm gonna Leaf Blade this, because it's slightly more damage. And with a crit. Beautiful. Beautiful crit. Articuno Tyranitar. Man, I wish I went for Brick Break. I really do. I wish I went for Brick Break, but I didn't. I sure didn't. I wish I did. I guess we can go into Zunder, though. Zunder should be able to surf this down. It is full Tyranitar, actually. That means you're Ice Dark, doesn't it? Not... Yeah, you're Ice Dark. It's a little bit scary. I actually don't know if Tyranitar has Earthquake at this level, in its natural level up moveset. I am slightly afraid of it. I really regret not going for Brick Break earlier, but I'm gonna Surf. I know it's neutral. That did nothing. Sets up an Agility. That is scary. I'm a little bit afraid of this. Just a little bit. I kind of want to go and Stone Edge it with Clog, but I also don't want to get crunched with Clog. I kind of want to go into Grubicus and Brick Break it, but I don't want to get hit by a Flying type move on Grubicus or a Freeze Dry. Kind of want to go into Skittles, but I don't want to get Earthquaked. I don't want to get Freeze Dried on Blake. I don't want to get Earthquaked on Wisp. We're staying in. Okay. We have Thunderbolting, I guess. Ancient Power. That's fine. That's absolutely a-okay. You can Ancient Power all you want. We just need to use Thunderbolt one more time. Do not whip out Earthquake. Don't do it. Lynch sacrificed himself to keep Zunder around. Don't you do it. Ancient Power. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. If Lynn ended up sacrificing himself for Zunder to die before the next gym leader, man, I would be heartbroken. Sun, Ras, Grass, and Ice. That is a horrible typing, by the way. Absolutely horrible typing. I think Wisp just comes in and flamethrowers it, right? I guess it is a Lapras. It can have water type moves. It can be scary. Do I like this? I don't know if I like this. Is this cool? I don't think this is cool. I kind of like the Sunflower coming out of the shell, but that's about it. I don't think this is cool, actually. Do I King Shield to see what it does? I could. It could Body Slam, it could, like, Water Pulse, it could do something, but I guess even if I lower its attack with King's Shield, that doesn't really matter to me, because it's going to hit me with a special Water-type move anyway, and that'd be the scariest thing it can do, because it shouldn't have any Ground-type moves, unless Sunflora learns Earth Power naturally, but I don't think it does. If that's how I go down, that would suck. I'm Flamethrowering, we outspeed, of course, and we KO. Okay, nice. I was actually worried that our 4x super effective move would not KO. That was a concern of mine. It really was. Alright, next. The Pokemon will cower in fear when I'm done with you. They might cower in fear immediately, to be honest. They might be cowering in fear now. Purtzel. Oh. I outspeed you, surely. I can break you. Okay, I was gonna say, if I didn't outspeed that, that would be wild. No Focus Sash. Good. Good. Deli Toys. I feel like we should be fine. Again, Water Ice. We can also just play it safe and Thunderbolt it. Yeah, I'm just gonna Thunderbolt it. I don't think Blastoise can touch Zunder in any way, whereas there might be a world of, like, an Aerial Acing. Ooh, that's really cool, actually. I like that sprite way more than I thought I would. Holy, the Christmas cracker cannons? That's kind of amazing. Okay, that's just a well-designed sprite. Also, the beard, everything. That's cool. That's cool. And you know what? It's still not making it to the thumbnail over that Jynx Wailord. It's not. It should, but it's not. We have a couple of heals. I guess we should use them. Realistically, yes, I should have brought more healing in here than what I did. I'm aware. I kind of rushed things. Truly talented, win with style. This might be the last trainer. We've been in this gym longer than I thought. Okay, we should probably get heading towards the ace of the gym, huh? Glace Aldo. You are Ice Bug? Ice Bug. Right? So again, Rock-type moves, very strong. I'm slightly afraid of it having a Round-type move. So I'm gonna go into Clog and I'm going to Stone Edge. It shouldn't have anything too scary for Clog. Clog should be able to just wall this thing. Mirror Coat. Scary. Don't like that. Get Stone Edged. Goodbye. Absolutely good riddance. Hit with the big strong moves. We have hit a lot of 4x super effective moves, and I'm worried that that's going to be Karma. I think we go into Skills here. I don't even know if we've brought Skills out yet today. Skills needs to destroy something. Skills should be able to destroy this just fine. I think all of our moves are super effective, so it's whatever one we want to go for, and I'm going to go for Moonblast because it can't miss. There should be no Steel-type moves coming from you. And Moonblast does, in fact, just one-shot. Nice. Nice. I did put the Muscle Band onto Skittles rather than... obviously, it was on Lint before, so yeah, no more of it on Lint. Instead, we now have it on Skittles instead. We should be able to Rock Slide you. Another Jynx goes down. And is that the final trainer before we change to Set Mode? I'm keeping it in my mind to change to Set Mode. Are we good? I think we're good. We are good. Okay, Set Mode on. I'm healing everyone to full. And we have ourselves a gym leader to fight. Let's get everyone healed up. I do need to remind myself also to, you know, get potions at some point. Right. We do have to choose people to bring. Which is actually really tough, because our entire team is actually really good against ice. If we could take all 6, that'd be ideal. I guess it's mostly who do we lead with? Do we lead with Wisp? Probably not. We probably keep Wisp as a switch-in because it's so defensive. Same with Clog. Same with Zunder. Those 3 are probably switch-ins. We might just lead with Grubicus and just try and Brick Break as much as possible before we feel the need to swap out. Let's see. Wahahaha! This is my hideout. I plan to resurrect Team Rocket here, but you've caught me again. So be it. This time, I'm not holding back. Choose your 5 strongest Pokemon. 1 doesn't make it. Realistically, it should be Grubicus, because Grubicus is weak to ice. However, Choice Banded Brick Break destroys so many things Man, this is tough. Our entire team is so good against ice. It might be Bleg that doesn't make it. Bleg has superpower, though. Bleg has superpower. Superpower annihilates things. Man, this is really tough. Who isn't gonna make it? Clog has super effective Stone Edge with an Eviolite. Clog, Wisp, Zunder, they're coming. They are joining us in this fight. Bleg, I want to join us. Is it Skittles that isn't coming because I don't want to miss a Rock Slide? It might be. It might be Skittles that is not coming because we have Rock coverage on Clog. Ironhead is also super effective, though. And if it's like an Ice Fairy, Skittles could destroy it. Man, this is so tough. I think Bleg's not coming. I think that's what I'm going with. Bleg is not coming into this fight. I can't believe those are words that I am saying. But we have fighting coverage in Grubicus. We also have fighting coverage in Wisp. If Bleg is only going to be neutral to Ice and only brings superpower, which will lower its attack and defense immediately after we use it, I think we bring the others. Man, I hate... That's weird. Once more, you shall fight Giovanni, the greatest trainer. It feels weird not to bring Bleg. It does. It feels like that should be illegal. Am I... is this the end? Have I ruined everything? This might be the end. Missile. That's bad. So about that Brick Break thing that I was gonna do. Not anymore. Ice Ghost. With Dark type moves. Keep in mind, it does have Dark type moves. Is Wisp coming out immediately? Wisp might be coming out immediately. Skills could also come out immediately. I don't want Clog to get hit by a Dark type move, ideally. I guess Skittles does resist Dark. The only thing it's neutral to is the Ice part, but it's going to be neutral to every Ice type that comes out, so I guess this is Skittles' fight. Okay. Okay. I'm a little bit... I'm glad I didn't go into Clog, although that wouldn't have hit too hard, I guess. We probably don't outspeed even if we Rock Tomb, so I think we just Rock Slide and get as much damage off as possible. I'm a little bit afraid of Metal Claw from Sneasel. That is something in the back of my mind, but it's a very high level now. I don't think it has anymore. Rock Slide does take it out. Nice. It was level 50. Sweal. Okay. Earthquaker alert. Earthquaker alert. That was what Bleg was for, but we're gonna go into Clog for this, I think. This is an Ice Water type. Clog is going to come out. Clog is going to Stone Edge this. And we should be fine. Level 54. Level 54. That is scary. We are Stone Edging. There's the Earthquake. Which does nothing compared to Blizzard, because Blizzard was actually Stab, and Stone Edge is going to take it out because it was obviously an Ice type. Okay. Okay. The Christmas tree. We've seen 2 Christmas Pokemon a little bit after Christmas, but you know what? It's still festive-ish times. Festive-ish? Weird word, but also level 54. We should be fine to stay in against this. We're still decently healthy. I don't want to swap out when we're still healthy. Should be Ice Grass. I think we just Stone Edge again. X-Scissor. That's resisted. You fool. Why would you do that? This is clean. Stone Edge takes him out. Regigigas is such a good Pokemon, man. It's such a good Pokemon when it doesn't have slow start, let me tell you. It's so good. Jynx Smeargle. I don't feel the need to swap out against this. I think I'm just going to go for Dizzy Punch. This can't have anything scary for me, surely. We outspeed, we Dizzy Punch. It crits and KOs. This might be the most relaxing gym battle that we ever have. And Jynx Grand Bull. Oh my. Hello, ma'am. Hello. You also... Well, you could have Crunch. I did say that Skittles does have Iron Head to hit anything if it's an Ice Fairy. I did say that. However, I don't feel the need to swap out, so I'm just Dizzy Punching again. I don't think it has anything that makes me feel like I need to swap out. Avalanche. It hurts, but again, I think we're fine. We Dizzy Punch, we win. Right? Was it that clean? It was that clean. Okay, Ice types. Let me tell you, Ice types are in fact weak. They are. That was truly an intense fight. It was not. It was not. It was not an intense fight. It was actually a very relaxing fight, which immediately after the Zap Molkuno, I'll take it. Having lost, I cannot face my underlings. Team Rocket is finished. We get ourselves the Earth badge. We should also get ourselves a TM for an Ice-type move. We already have Blizzard, so hopefully it's Ice Beam. If we could get Ice Beam, that'd be great. Take this with you. TM21 Frustration. But is it actually Frustration? TM26 is Earthquake. I don't think we had Frustration. Ice Beam? No. I don't know if we had Hail. We might have just got Hail. Or we might have actually got Frustration. I genuinely don't know. We have a lot of TMs at this point. I don't remember what we had and didn't have. We did get Toxic Spikes as a TM, by the way. That was another thing I picked up alongside Thunderbolt. We already had Aurora Veil. I remember that one. I think what we picked up... I think the Will-O-Wisp was a TM that I picked up, by the way, to teach to Giga/Ninetales. Yeah, I think we got Hail. I think we got Hail just then. Which, that or we got Frustration. One of those two. Either way, not great TMs. It's not Ice Beam. Ice Beam would have been way better, but is what it is. With that out of the way, though, that is our last gym badge done. We have ourselves Victory Road to do, and then the Elite Four. Sounds like a plan. I don't know if I want to go ahead and grab the Legendary Birds. I haven't made my final decision on that yet. I could, but also I don't want to go and grab a Legendary Bird and lose one of my Pokemon grabbing one of the Legendary Birds that are like, I don't know if they're level 50 or 70 in this game. We don't have a Master Ball. If we had a Master Ball in our back pocket in case one of them was scary, I'd feel way more confident. I don't want to go over there, see it like 2 double Legendaries fused, and then not be able to catch it while it absolutely destroys my team. So at the moment, I'm kind of against going to the Legendary Birds, but we'll see. We'll see. Right now, though, this was a successful episode. If you guys have enjoyed, leave a like down below, hit that subscribe button, and without further ado,